Hi, Dave Grease from ESU 13, and this is Pep Talks, the monthly video series for paras, full of strategies, encouragement, and sometimes challenges that remind you that the little things that paras do every day can make a big difference for students and schools. This Pep Talks is called Small Wins. So when I was thinking about what to talk about, I ran across the story of a marathon runner, and it's just a perfect example. So there's a marathon runner. She was motivated, she was committed, and she started training for her marathon. And things were going well until they weren't, right? Halfway through her training, things started hurting, things started getting harder, the motivation was wearing off, and she was really struggling. And she went to a friend, and a friend gave her some advice. Said, start a jar. In your jar, every time you have a run, write down one small success that you had during that run, and they'll add up. So she started doing that. Every time she had a run, she would write down one little thing. And it might have just been, I actually ran today, or I made it up that hill, or I didn't quit when I wanted to quit. And she kept doing that, and she got closer and closer to the race. The night before the race, she decided to reach into her jar, and she started reading the small successes, and she realized that she wasn't just training her legs, she was training her mindset. And she realized all that she had accomplished, and that pushed her on to run the race, and she completed it. Our jobs as paras oftentimes can feel like a marathon. The work is hard, the struggles are real, and sometimes it's hard to see progress. Sometimes we see that there's so much left to do, or so much that hasn't been done yet, that we kind of miss out on the progress that really has been made. One thing I'd like to share with you is I'd like to share with you some science behind small wins, and I want to share some strategies on how to use small wins for your advantage. Let's go to the classroom to check those out. Have you ever ticked something off of your to-do list and felt a little rush of satisfaction? That's not just in your head, it's in your brain chemistry. Whether it's making your bed in the morning, sending that one email, smiling at that student that's hard to smile at, deciding what's for dinner, or even just drinking that intentional glass of water. It's an achievement, and if you think of it as an achievement, it can set you up for a more productive, motivated day. Dopamine release. When you achieve even the smallest goals, your brain releases dopamine. It's the motivation molecule. The small achievement not only feels good, but it also primes your brain to want to do more. Each small win sparks a little feedback loop. Action that provides the win releases dopamine, which produces motivation, which sparks more action, which might lead to another win, which releases more dopamine, and so on. As you achieve more small wins, the brain strengthens the neural pathways associated with success, and that makes it easier to identify and achieve future opportunities for success. Researchers at Harvard studied 12,000 diary entries from 238 people across 7 different companies. Here's what they found. Tracking daily progress, no matter how tiny, was one of the biggest contributors to motivation, satisfaction, and success. Small wins become the basis for greater life or work satisfaction and greater gains down the line. So how do you harness the power of small wins? Well, start by breaking down big goals. Divide large objectives into smaller, more manageable tasks to make progress feel achievable. Next, track your progress. Maybe keep a journal, use an app. Heck, even make a sticker chart to record your daily achievements. That can help you see how far you've already come. Make sure to celebrate each win. Take time to acknowledge and celebrate each small victory. whether by marking it on a list or enjoying a small reward. The key is to note each small win, however small. Don't just let it get lost in the daily grind. Your brain loves progress. So don't wait for the big milestones. Celebrate the small wins. They're the building blocks of a better you at work. And finally, focus on consistency. Strive for consistency rather than perfection. Focusing on daily effort builds momentum over time. So here's the challenge for you. Start your own small wins jar. Get a jar, get a cup, get a box, anything that'll hold some slips of paper, and challenge yourself each day to write down 1 or 2 small wins. You might end up writing some big wins down, but there is no win too small to write down and add to your jar. And then when you have days where you feel a little discouraged, maybe reach in there and read some of the small wins and remind yourself that we are making progress. So I'm going to start mine right now. I'm going to write my small win. Recorded Pep Talks video on a morning where motivation was lacking. I'm going to add that to my jar because I'll be honest with you, today is a travel day for me and I'm only in the office for just a little bit. And I was thinking this morning, I don't really have time to get much done. But I sat down and started working on this and I'm feeling great about the progress. It's a small win. And it is true. It's motivated me. I'd really like to keep working and get the rest of this video done, but I got to head to Kearney, so I'm going to sign off now. This is Dave Grease, ESU 13. This is Pep Talks. See you next time.